All right. So the byline here states Thailand might be the next Italy. Hmm. Sounds serious. A doctor has posted online his opinion on the COVID-19 situation in Thailand, stating that Thailand might become the next Italy. The Facebook page Stories from Doctor on the Border in Thai posted, I can predict that 10 days from now, Thailand will be the next Italy. The number of patients will jump up and people will die so fast that no one can help them. This can be someone in your family or you. This is because our definition of social distancing and social quarantine is not serious enough. Still going out, dining outside, celebrations with more than 60 people. You can't warn them because they'll just give you hell. Talking about giving hell, the Thai festival, the Thai New Year Songkran, is going to be soon. I think it's around maybe April 15th. So let's see how that works. When people are throwing water on other people, I can just imagine. Are they gonna? Is the government gonna ban Songkran? That'd be something. That'd be like a scandal in itself if you try to ban. That's the one time in Thailand, a conservative country, where you try to kiss a Thai girl in public. It's not like in America or some other countries where you probably can get away with that. you know, Speaking from experience, when I was there, the very first time, maybe it's different now, but the very first time, it's like, yeah, there's certain things you can't do. You can't be seen like fooling around in public with a Thai girl, carrying on, grabbing her butt, stuff like that. No, that's a no. But that's the only time, really, in Thailand when you can post stuff like that, you know, and you get away with it, or at least nobody will care, because that's the one year you can blow steam. Well, Thai people could blow steam, and they could do things they always wanted to do, but never would do any other time of the year. So, so that's why Songkran Festival is very important, and I have to see if they're gonna limit, or maybe just saying, you know what, there's no Songkran festival. Yeah, there's the Thai New Year, but that's it. Let's see how that plays out in Thailand if that's gonna happen. Citizens are traveling outside of the shutdown areas, and no one is stopping them. When people are traveling out of the city with the highest number of cases to return home, this is just like Italy. When those in charge aren't doing anything, and in some ways making it worse, there is already a shortage of hospital equipment. I am not confident enough to say that this is controllable. Is it time that the people work together to stop the pandemic? Another doctor within Tanawut, MD, from Siraj Hospital, revealed a graph of the situation in Thailand that is similar to Italy's and Iran's graph. The number of cases is rising fast in a short period of time, leading to a healthcare system that cannot keep up. The graph is based on Vox analysis of the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University data. Through March 15, Iran is represented in orange, South Korea in yellow, Italy in navy, USA in pink, Japan in blue, Singapore in green, Hong Kong in purple, and Thailand in red. See? The doctor reveals that Thailand right now is at a crucial point. If we can control the situation in time, then Thailand will follow Japan and Singapore. Let me just stop here because I just saw a lady on CNN from Singapore. She said her husband is in the hospital, but she's from Australia. She and her husband fled the fires in Australia and went to Singapore, and now they run into the coronavirus in Singapore. And she said in Singapore they have a different approach. They test everybody. Regardless whether you feel good or not, they just test you. You get the test. And that's why they're able to put, some control in it. Like this article saying, will it go like Thailand will follow Japan and Singapore? Because Singapore, they're more proactive. I'm not sure the health system there, what kind of health system they have, it's a national health care system, if you can get care regardless. I haven't really done any research in that, but even so, even if they didn't, the fact that they're testing everybody gives me the impression that whether they don't have a system that's nationalized healthcare, that means the government is going to pay for the test. That's that's the impression I get. Whereas here in the United States, if you go to take any test right away, you know, expect to be paying. One guy was on, I think he was like in his 20s or something like that. And he came down sick. They did the test. He went to the hospital. He was charged $9,000. He left the hospital and he still didn't even know whether he was positive or not for the coronavirus. So that's $9,000. So when you see stories like that, if you somebody with a regular job and if you're not even making $15 an hour, why would you even want to show up in the hospital? Risk being found out that you're positive for this virus, knowing that you're going to be taken on the commission and you'll be ostracized for a while. You won't have any income, which a lot of people right now don't have. But it gets you thinking. Your mind starts racing. All these things start coming to your mind. Lots of crazy things start happening. Even this morning in the news, they're talking about a rise in domestic violence out in Long Island, New York. However, there's a drop in crime because not too many people out, so you don't have enough victims out there to have the kind of crime, and more people at home, so you're not gonna have like all these burglaries because people are at home. So who wants to be burglarized and knowing somebody's at home who can shoot them? However, if somebody is home with their wife and their husband and their kids and they don't like each other, that's another problem. And that's where you have domestic violence. So there's a rise in domestic violence, but a drop in crime. So getting back to this, but if the number keeps on jumping up in the next 5 to 7 days, then we will follow Italy and Iran. And in Iran, it's like 10 people are dying. I think like what every hour or something like that. It's a massive amount of people dying in Iran. It's really amazing. This is so that we can all understand how important this situation actually is and take action in preventing the spread of COVID-19. The most useful action the people can take right now is to stay home. Well, let's see how that works. Try to tell people to stay home from going on the streets of Bangkok during Songkran festival. Maybe it could, but the military was in power for what, over 5 years, since 2014, 2015. So who knows? Maybe they may pull it out. It's possible. But to do away with the whole holiday, I'm not sure. If they may be to pull that, they may have riots. if that happens. Because, like I said earlier, that's the one time in Thailand when you can free yourself. You see girls wearing crazy stuff. Normally they wouldn't do unless you're in a red light district. But other than that, you go down like the business section of Bangkok, where the professionals are. Everybody's respectable. But on the Songkran day, no. Respectable goes out the window. It's a different atmosphere altogether.